Yo, yo. Sound check and mic check. Sound check and mic check. Let me know y'all can hear me. Sound check and mic check. Let me know you can hear me. Romanda Cannon, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening, good evening. How you doing? How you doing? Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Mic check, sound check. All right. Hey, Lady Royal Supreme, how you doing, dear? Steph says she can hear me. All right, can I get one more person that they hear me? We can get on right with it. My damn mouse. All right, well. All right, well, we're going to get right into it then. Well, y'all let me know if we have some sound issues or whatnot. So we're going to get right into it. Welcome to the Chris Storm Show, everybody. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Chris Storm Show. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I know you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. As always. Hold on. Give me just a minute. Give me just a minute. Hold on. What's going on, Bobby Petty? What's going on, neighbor Nisa? What's going on? What's going on? Hold on, give me just a minute. Let me share this out to a couple of people. Which I think this person might get it, but I'm still share it anyway. But I'm sure she see it. And where are you? Right here. All right. All right. That way. All right, guys. Got a crazy story here. Pretty much every story that I do is crazy. None of them, really make a lot of sense at all. A lot of them is tragic, and just again, when you think you've seen the worst is yet to come. So, speaking of the worst, we got two babies here, two precious babies here. Let me see. I want to pull this up. Oh no, that ain't what I try to do. Come on, Chris, get it together. That ain't what I'm trying to do. That was not what I was trying to do. This is what I was trying to do right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these two children, the young lady name is Miracle, and the young boy name is Tony. Miracle and Tony Crook. Now, the meat and potato store where I have gathered so far is these babies were reported missing, I believe, Friday. They were reported missing Friday. As of yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or the day before, but whatever day it was, two bodies have been recovered in the TULSA Creek. These bodies have not been identified yet as these two. but people strongly believe that it is these two bodies who have been found in the creek. And not only that, I want to show y'all something else that I find interesting in this story. If you would take a look at this picture right here in front of me, they say it was a video that was out there showing these two walking together alone, walking down towards the creek. Let me repeat that again. They say there was video surveillance showing the two babies walking alone down towards the creek and was never seen again after walking down towards the creek. Now you have to ask yourself what these two babies doing by themselves walking alone, and why is they going down there towards the water? Why? All right. And I'm gonna show you one more thing before we get into this. Right there is the mother of the children. Her name is Donisha Willis. Donisha Willis has been arrested for child neglect. And I forget what the other charges are, but we're going to catch you with all that as the show goes on. Then I'm going to play you a clip that which I haven't heard myself yet, that the family is making claim that this woman was assaulting these children. The woman was assaulting her children. How she was doing it, I had no idea. All this stuff is fresh to me, but I do remember when somebody sent me this story when it first came out. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the story of Miracle and Tony Crook, and we're going to get right into it. So let me remove these pictures. And let's get right into the show. Well, where we going? Right here. We'll get right here. You know, it's never oh shit, his picture's still up here. Let me remove his shit. They know his shit was still right there. I never like to hear people assaulting their children. Again, I do believe in discipline, but to beat your children, that's two different things. Discipline, beating your children is two different things. And I told y'all a lot of time when I hear these stories, wait a minute, why is this thing, oh, hold on. Trying to put you up, there y'all go, okay. Yeah, I believe in discipline, y'all, but just beating your children, that's two different things. Beating your children, I think that's just a form of hatred, and you doing it to, because you hate your children. And, you know, I really just don't get down with none of this stuff with people assaulting their children. Amen. So anyway, I got a few clips here that I want to play, and then we're going to get into some news articles. And as always, you know, y'all share your thoughts in the comments section, and I'll bounce off of y'all. And I'm probably going to have a guest today, because they say they stay down here, and they say this happens often, of children coming missing. And I hope that person can get some reception so they can come on the show. So let's get with it.
Tulsa police say
I believe that they're now working to recover the bodies of...
A heartbreaking turn of events in the search for two missing Tulsa...
Hold on, y'all. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'll fuck it up somewhere. Hold on. I'll fuck it up somewhere.
Tulsa police say a second body has been pulled from the water in the search for two missing Tulsa toddlers. Search teams found the body of a young boy in Bird Creek around 46th Street North near the port of Catoosa tonight. It's believed to be that of Tony Crook Jr. Late last night, search teams pulled the body of a young girl that they believe is Miracle Crook out of the Verdigris River. Miracle and Tony, the toddlers, were last seen walking toward Mingo Creek in Tulsa on Friday. 2 Works Fuse Katie Kelleher is live at
Y'all heard they were seen walking toward a creek. These children was by themselves walking toward a creek. So you in the neighborhood, ain't nobody seen nothing, and you see these 2 children walking towards a creek. Nobody in sight, no dad in sight, no mom in sight, or anything. You know, I'm like this. Anytime there's water around, I don't give a fuck. Anytime there's water around, I think there should always be supervision out there. Amen. Well, it should be supervision, period. But anytime there's water around, I think it really needs to be supervision out there. I mean, I don't care if it's a brother or cousin or somebody. There needs to be supervision, especially if it's a creek out there. Anything that got deep water that's too deep for children, it needs to be supervision out there. So why it was none out there at this present time, I had no idea.
the memorial site and tells us the latest. Katie?
This is not the ending that anyone wanted after a nearly
what's up,
week-long
Percolator? How you
search
doing?
for Miracle and Tony, but police say now the family can start to
Hey,
heal.
Jen. Hey, sweetie. What's going on?
All the signs are pointing to these are the 2 children that we've been looking for several days now.
A sad ending to a tragic incident. Search teams pulling 2 bodies out of water Tuesday and Wednesday. Police are still waiting on identifications, but both are believed to be missing 3-year-old Miracle Crook and 2-year-old Tony Crook Jr. The 2 bodies were found miles from each other and far from where they were seen going into Mingo Creek behind the Shoreline Apartments in Tulsa.
3 and 2 years old. 3 and 2 years old, guys.
The first recovery was by road, just 45 miles away, but probably close to 100 miles of waterway.
Before the news that a second body was found, the community gathered at a memorial for the children. Family and friends grieving for 2 young lives gone too soon.
I'm kind of speechless right now. It's hurt, it's painful. We talking about kids here. We talking 2 and 3-year-old, and there's no words you can say.
Family and friends say they're
Ain't
thankful
nothing you
for
can say.
everyone's help in the search for Miracle and Tony and can now gain some closure.
And just go ahead and start healing and moving forward. And as bad as this is, maybe something good can come out of it. We can just use this in a positive way and not a negative way.
Police say they hope to have positive identification of that first body found tomorrow morning. Live in Tulsa, Katie Kelleher, 2 Works for You.
Yesterday when I got off the show, again, y'all, I don't have any biological children, but when I did my show, before I came live, my adopted daughter, stepdaughter, whatever you want to call her, somebody I took under my wing, pretty much. She called me right before the show started. If y'all remember, y'all seen I had the phone to my ear, and I kept saying hello, but she didn't say anything, and it sounded like she was crying. So when I got off the show, guess who was the first person I called? It was her. Trying to make sure she was okay. And she was okay, and she said she was watching a movie. She's down there in Florida. Her auntie, she died in Florida with her auntie. Her and her brother, they down there in Florida with her auntie, and they were having a good time. They were having movie night, having pizza and all kind of junk food and all that. Like we used to do on Fridays and Saturdays. That was junk food days. Your mom or grandma, somebody tell you, I'm not cooking shit. Friday and Saturday, you're on your own when it comes to dinner. So whatever's up in there, you fix it. Leave me the fuck alone. How many of y'all remember those days? Leave me the fuck alone. Y'all got bologna, you got lunch meat, you got chips, you got cookies, all type shit up in there. Leave me the fuck alone. I want some rest. So y'all on your own. She was doing okay, but the thing that kind of touched me a little bit, because every time I call her or I talk to her, she seemed like she's so excited to be on the phone with me and talk to me. I'm not sure if she do that with everybody, but I know when I call, you know, I get a joyous reaction, and I love to get that joyous reaction because that lets me know that she kind of looks up to me and she respects me, you know. It was just a great feeling to have talked to her after doing that show yesterday, especially at the tragic event that we talked about yesterday. And here we are again talking about two youngins now who has lost their life, you know, to something like this, and without proper supervision, you know. So this is why I take really hard when I do stories about children, because shit like this shouldn't be happening. It should not be happening. That's why I say we're a long way from the 80s and 90s. I don't know what kind of parents we got today, but we're a long way from the 80s and the 90s. This is crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to the next clip.
I believe that they're now working to recover the bodies of two missing toddlers. Miracle and Tony Crook were last seen on Friday, and yesterday, investigators released a video of the two children walking toward Mingo Creek, not too far from their apartment complex where they live. And our Tatiana Taylor's live for us this morning with the very latest on those search efforts. Tatiana?
Travis, unfortunately, this is day 6 of the search for those missing toddlers, and the police chief, Wendell Franklin, tells us it's no longer a rescue, it is now a recovery mission. Investigators say Miracle and Tony Crook were caught on surveillance footage holding hands walking down Mingo Creek embankment near their apartment. Going into...
Now look at that. They was caught on surveillance camera holding hand, and look at all them steps going down there, you know. I mean... And nobody saw nothing. Nobody saw nothing.
The creek, but not seen coming back up. The community is wrapping their arms around the family, still hoping to get some clarity and answers about this tragic situation. Dive teams worked most of the day Tuesday to try and recover bodies of Tony and Miracle Crook.
We do have video of the kids going down the embankment, holding hands together and never reappearing.
After police left the site late yesterday evening, volunteers went over to 11th and Mingo area to search along the creek there. And many family members and friends were out searching all day and all night. Many saying these two kids don't deserve this. Live in Tulsa, I'm Tatiana Taylor, 2 Works for You.
You know, she kind of got a little emotional, man, because I'm just imagining, you know, I don't have the video, but I'm just imagining if I did see that video and seeing each step that they took going closer to that water, and they little brain didn't tell them, hey, turn back around, it's dangerous. Each step that they took to get closer, nothing came and told them, you know, hey, go back the other way. Y'all can't be down here, go back the other way. And I'm kind of glad I don't see the video. They probably have released the video, but they talking about it. But I got a feeling if I do see that video, this shit gonna break me down, man, because you just wish you right there and say, hey, what are you doing? Turn back around. Don't go down there. Go back that way. But wasn't nobody there to tell him that. Now, I don't know if the mom had ever took them down there just to see the water running. Sometimes, I know sometimes parents do that, go take kids to see the water and watch the water flow, because sometimes kids get amused by how things work, you know. So that's the only way I'm thinking why they went down there by themselves, because mom probably took them down there a couple of times so they know their way to go down there, you know. But by nobody being there, they got more curious and actually jumped in the water. And I can just picture that, man. And that shit fucks with me, just even picturing that. You know? What up, people lounge? How you doing, dear? It just to even picture that shit, man. A lot of us is being very irresponsible, and a lot of us do not need children at all. Seriously, we being too irresponsible. Too irresponsible. It don't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense at all, man. Well, guys, the father had spoke out about this, so we're going to hear what the father had to say. And let me give you an update about him. He's locked up. That makes it even worse. He's locked up. What he's locked up for, I had no fucking idea. But the father is locked up. So that's probably one of the reasons, or some part of the reason, why these children probably made the choice to go down there by themselves, because the dad wasn't there to be their positive role model, to try to tell them, you only come down here with either your mom or dad down here. Don't y'all come down here by yourself. If you got mom and dad with you, it's cool for y'all to come down here. But if we ain't with y'all, don't bring y'all ass down here. But y'all gonna hear it though. Y'all gonna hear it.
A heartbreaking turn of events in the search for two missing Tulsa children. Tulsa police saying that they're now working to recover the bodies of Miracle and Tony Crook. The siblings have been missing since Friday. They were last seen walking toward the Mingo Creek behind their apartment complex. Tonight, we are hearing from their father. 2 Works for You's Katie Kelleher tells us what he had to say to her. Katie.
Karen, Miracle, and Tony's father, Tony Crook Sr., has not been able to be out here searching for his children. He's currently in the Rogers County Jail, but he says he's still holding out hope his kids will be found alive.
I don't believe that my babies are dead. I'm not believing that.
Tony Crook Sr. waiting behind bars for news of his missing children. Their mother, Donisha Willis, the last to be seen with Miracle and Tony Jr., charged with child neglect and assault and battery of a police officer. The children were last seen on surveillance going down these steps toward Mingo Creek behind their apartment complex. Their father.
And you know what? They make it even worse because this is an apartment complex. You mean to tell me all the Negroes, the way they hang out in apartments, nobody see nothing? I mean, seriously, the way a lot of people hang out in apartments, no matter what apartments you go to, you always gonna see people hanging out, regardless. At least the apartments I went to. Not necessarily saying that all of them is ghetto or anything like that, but with most apartments, you're gonna see some people hanging out, and nobody saw this shit. Nobody saw nothing.
Devastated. He can't look for his children.
I love my babies. My babies love me. They know they daddy. I took care of my babies when I was free. Even though I'm in jail, I took care of my kids. I love my babies.
Meanwhile, other family members were following search teams along Mingo Creek Tuesday afternoon. Boats and dive teams scanning the water for any sign of Miracle and Tony Jr. The family unable to do anything but wait.
It's unbelievable. You always hear about other families, other people, and you never think and pray that it happened to your family. But here it is, we're facing this, and we're just trying to hold it together.
Following the news, volunteers who were searching for the children gathered together to say a prayer.
They really didn't deserve what happened to them, but unfortunately it's not in our power, it's not in our hands. What happened, it's sad, and it's painful, it hurts.
As the search for the children continues, their father says he's thankful for everyone's time and effort to find them, and he's not giving up yet.
Bring them babies back. Bring them babies back.
We asked police about their search plans for tomorrow. They told us they're not sure where they're going to start yet, but they're not giving up until Miracle and Tony Jr. are found. Live in Tulsa, Katie Kelleher, 2 Works for You.
Steph, I see what you're saying, and you know, I kind of feel you in a sense, but the thing is, you know, we don't know how he got there. You know, it could be one of them situations he was at the wrong place, at the wrong time. It could be one of them situations, or maybe a possibility he could have been a flat out thug. Who knows? I don't have much information on him right now. But I'll try to do some research on him as the show goes on and see what we can find out about why he's in jail. You know, but he did say one part of it, he said, when I wasn't locked up, you know, I took care of my kids and this, that, the third. He did say that. So, man, it's crazy, y'all. Shit crazy. But nevertheless, though, regardless of what, he ain't there to guide them. And if it is these two, then he would never see them again. And I think that's fucked up for anybody not to see their child again while they in jail. That's why I take Antoinette Roundtree's story to the heart. You know, she last time she saw her child when she was locked up. And now she's out of jail. You know, she putting up videos only in remembrance of her daughter. And she can't do that stuff with her daughter anymore, you know. And I've seen a lot of videos, and her daughter was living life. Precious baby, the daughter living life. And the dad wasn't in jail. It was the reverse roles. The mom was in jail. So it's supposed to be the dad duty, you know what I'm saying, to take care of the baby, you know. But that ain't what happened. He got with this white woman, which I ain't got nothing against interracial relationships. I ain't got shit against it. But damn, dude, you gonna let that woman do your child like that? And again, you asked that $1 million question. You asked that white woman, would it be better if your daughter weren't there no more? What kind of shit is that? Because the bitch kept complaining about your daughter, this and that. You gonna turn around and ask her, would it be better if she weren't there? No, you supposed to tell her, I'll tell you what, if my daughter ain't good enough for you, then bitch, fuck you. I could do bad by myself. But that ain't what he did. That's not what he did at all. Now you got all these videos of this white trash ass bitch sitting there doing all this shit to their baby, dragging her across the floor, naked, got her naked, holding up cans and shit, body wet and all this dumb shit, chasing her around the house, threatening the girl and all this shit, man. Come on, man. And then you had your daughter in on the shit too? Really? You had your daughter even doing that shit to this child. While your little biracial children run around the house having all kind of fun and shit. But you got the dark skinned baby there, you threatening, hurting her, punishing her for what? And CPS called numerous of times. And y'all didn't see all them bruises on that damn baby. They say they found over 50 bruises on their child. Nobody ain't seen shit. Even the school reported that they seen shit. Baby got bruises on the face, on the eye, chipped tooth, and all that shit. And the final blow was the kick to the stomach. And that was it. The final blow was the kick to the stomach. And she's gone. And then the bitch tried to lie, said she fell down the steps. And then on top of that, to show how much she give a fuck about him, she tried to get him to take the blame. Take the fall for it. So he can go to jail, which he ended up going to jail anyway. So he can go to jail while she move on to the next Negro. God damn, Richard, the fuck wrong with you? Ain't no way in hell. I don't give a fuck how much pussy is good. I don't give a fuck how much dick is good to anybody. You don't let nobody fuck with your children. Now that's one time I appreciate a hood bitch. When somebody fuck with their children, watch that hood come out that bitch. I love it. I motherfucking love it. When that part come out of them, fuck with their children, see what's up. You can steal their money, they'll get riled up about that shit and all that, and fuck with their family, they get riled up. But you ain't never seen a hood bitch or a hood nigga till you fuck with their children. Say I lie. Like some of y'all be saying on YouTube, say I lie. Fuck with a hood nigga children and a hood bitch child and see what happens. You gonna see a whole different animal. And I motherfucking love it. Leave people children alone. What up, Trip? I mean, damn, that ain't Trip. My bad. What up, underrated doggers? Stone Cold, what's going on, my dude? How you doing, brother? And Steph, I think you told me you Latina. They say you motherfuckers are crazy. They say you motherfuckers crazy. Fuck with somebody's child. And watch the hood come out a Negro and a bitch. Fuck with their child and see what happens. And I promise you, I don't condone violence, but I motherfucking love it when that shit come out. Leave people, children alone. That's all you gotta do, leave them alone. Whatever beef you got with the mom and the dad, you stick that shit with them. Leave people, children alone, man. God damn. Shit. What up, Parker Lynn? What's going on? How you doing, dear? Can I get an amen? And I love that shit. My cousins, my female cousins, them thorns y'all be seeing coming up in here, shit. Fuck with they children and see what happen. Spencer, she may not sound hood. Well, I don't know how y'all look at her when she talk on the phone. But I guarantee, fuck with her children. I bet you'll see another side of her. Man, leave people children alone, man. They ain't got shit to do with none of this. Leave them alone. And Richard dumbass sit up there and let that white woman do that shit. Fuck out of here, man. My Cole's in the bed. What up, brother Smooth? What's going on, man? Shit. I don't know where they came from, guys, but it just came out of my system. And the thing is, you know, with the Antonetta story, a lot of people is blaming Antonetta, and I get it. And to an extent, I agree with y'all, what y'all saying about Antonetta. Even she agrees. She says it all the time. I fucked up. I know I made a mistake when I did what I did. I made a mistake. I sold drugs. I lost my child, but the child was with her dad. I fucked up when I sold the drugs and I got my house raided. I take it. I can't take it back. I'd have done my time. But I don't give a fuck what you say. Even though her house got raided and she sold drugs and all that, her house got raided did not kill her damn baby. It was that pussy ass nigga girlfriend that did it. My way say that pussy ass nigga who let her do it. It was them. So yes, give her some blame. Yes, I agree. Put some blame on Antonetta. She gonna take it. She's gonna take it. And that's why I don't go in on her. Because she's not making excuses. That woman knows she fucked up. But that ain't what killed her child. As a matter of fact, she tried to get help for her child. And her words went on deaf ears. Say it again, Stone Cold. Making babies do not make you a parent at all. Oh shit, I didn't know I had this up. Hold on, let me close that out. Got me all in my feelings and shit right now, man. Oh, let me take a drink of water after that. Man, let me take a drink of water after that shit, man. I'm just saying, y'all, man. Y'all leave people kids alone, man. All right, I think I'm ready to continue. I'm ready to continue. All right. All right, Pam, you have a good evening, dear. You have a good evening. I don't know how good y'all can see this right here. Hold on, let me switch my screen and see can I blow it up for y'all. No, let me do something else. Hold on, cause I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to look where it says right there. If y'all can see that, look what it says right there. Relatives say mother insulted missing kids. Relatives say mother, insulted. I thought they said assaulted. Insulted missing kids. I want y'all to see that before I get into it. And it goes with what my man Stone Cold just said. Just because you make a child does not make you a parent at all. It doesn't make you a parent at all. So let's hear what this woman supposedly had done to insult her children.
Toddlers in East Tulsa after they disappeared Friday. And now we're learning new details as relatives speak out about what the children's mother allegedly told them. Channel 8's Bert Mullen live at the Shoreline Apartments with more on the story. Bert?
Neely, police have been very diplomatic, saying that the mother hasn't been very helpful. But relatives paint a much bleaker picture based on conversations they've had with her.
I just want the kids back safely.
Family member Wanda Crook was there when police took the children's mother, Denisha Willis, into custody.
They opened the door and let me talk to her 3 times. I tried to talk to her and asked her and begged. I plead to her, please tell me where the kids are.
Far from telling her anything useful, Denisha, she says, went on a tirade.
Yeah, she said something to me. She said, them kids. I ain't got no kids.
Oh,
that's what she said.
Lord. Oh, Lord. Fuck them kids and I ain't got no kids. She said when she asked about the kids, she said, fuck those kids.
On a tirade.
I ain't got no kids. She asked about the children because she was concerned, family member, and this mama told her, fuck them kids, I ain't got no kids.
Children's mother, Denisha Willis, into custody.
They opened the door and let me talk to her 3 times. I tried to talk to her and asked her and begged. I plead to her, please tell me where the kids are.
Far from telling her anything useful, Denisha, she says, went on a tirade.
Yeah, she said something to me. She said, them kids. I ain't got no kids. That's what she said. That's right. They in probably in the lake somewhere. She just.
Oh, Lord, did y'all hear that?
Why?
After an exhaustive search this weekend, Chief Franklin,
she said the girl said they probably out there in the creek somewhere. Well, I think I just got my answer as to why they walked down there by themselves. She probably got mad at them and scolded them and fussed with them and told them to go walk your ass down the creek. And doing what they mom say is they programmed to do, that's probably what they did. Oh my God, my heart. Oh man.
Boiled down the case to 2 options.
2 things. These children are either on someone's couch, asleep, and the people that they're with don't know that these children are missing, or these children are dead.
Yeah, I hope they're not dead. I heard him say that.
As each day passes, word of the missing kids continues to grow, attracting Good Samaritans.
I'm here to help find the children.
Tracy Skinner was one of several volunteers who took it upon themselves to search for the children.
I'm a mother of 4. I couldn't imagine. The more people we have out here looking and seeing where these children are, the better we can find them and find them swiftly.
The search for Miracle and Tony. 3 days and no answers in sight.
I just don't know where they could be at and why they do those kids like that. You know, whoever took them.
And just a little while ago, those volunteers, primarily made up of mothers, went around to all of the dumpsters in and around the complex, getting inside, looking for the children. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers, 596-COPS. Reporting live, Bert Mumlo, TULSA's Channel 8.
Awful story. It can be easy to forget the needs of our teachers, especially right now in the middle of a pandemic. And that...
Let me ask y'all a question. I want to see you ladies gonna be honest when I ask y'all this. You ever discipline your children, or you ever heard your friend discipline your children? Discipline their children, and you probably hear the children say, "I want my daddy." And either you or your friend turn around and say, "Well, go find the motherfucker then. Go find him." Do y'all really think you're doing a good thing when you tell them that? What do y'all think y'all doing when y'all tell them that? The reason I'm asking, because a long time ago I heard a female tell her children that she had disciplined them, and she said, the child said, "I want my daddy." She said, "Well, go find the motherfucker then." And the baby literally finna walk out that door and do what she said, go find his daddy. And my mouth just dropped to the floor. It did, because the baby was asking for to go out and try to find the dad. Like, he was programmed to do what his mom tell him to do. He would actually go out and try to find his dad. Every now and again, it pops back in my head when she did that. I understand she was upset for whatever the child did. I understand she was upset. But you know, the child don't know nothing about his dad, probably. And probably barely see his dad. So how the fuck the child would know where the dad at? And you get that mad at him and tell him go find the motherfucker. And your child would literally go outside and try to find him. Do y'all not think they put a strain on the child? Do you not think they hurt a child at some time, at some kind of way? Do y'all not think that hurts them or fucks them up mentally? Because that's, I guess, somewhat verbally abuse. Because what you're telling the child is pretty much, yeah, I'm disciplining you for what you did, but I'm mad at your daddy because he ain't here helping. So you want it so bad, go find the motherfucker. So do y'all believe it's a good thing to say that to your child? I mean, just think about it. When you ain't punishing them, when you ain't disciplining them, you don't say nothing about the dad. You don't say nothing about the dad, or not to do the child. But when you are angry and the child's feelings are hurt, dad come in and play, "I want my daddy." That's the first thing you say to him, go find the motherfucker. Oh, wow. Look what Steph said. Jesus Christ. My friend told her kid to go sit in jail with his bitch ass and don't drop the soap. And I slapped her. Wow. Too bad, so sad. What's going on? You said, I feel like this. Once you have a child, your life should be about the child. Yep. 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 That's why I said what I just said earlier. It could be one of them situations that she was mad at the child and told him, look, man, y'all go over there after the creek. Go down by the creek. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my face. Y'all go down there by the creek. Go play by the creek, whatever. I don't care where you go. Just leave me the fuck alone. And by her saying that again, children programmed to listen to their mom, they listened to their mom and they went down by the creek. Never to be seen again. And this the response that this bitch gives. I ain't got no kids. Fuck them kids. And 9 times out of 10, I can guarantee you she mad at the daddy about something. But instead of taking her rage and fit out on him, keeping her focus on him, you go against the grain against your children. Yeah, I have to understand, man, how hard it is for people like me, DJ Just J, and other content creators who speak on children. This shit is not easy to talk about, especially when you got stories like this. This shit ain't easy to talk about. And I got people that ask me, how do you get into doing what you're doing? My platform have changed up all over, you know. But I find my stitch with children. And it's not an easy task doing these stories, because it's hard to keep your emotions in check. And I can understand when a lot of people, they do send me private messages, Chris, I be there, but sometimes your story, I can't stomach them. It makes me cry, my heart breaks. It's just hard for me to be there. But I do give you a like, and I do be in your bushes, but it's just hard. I get it, because most of you who watch me have children. Y'all do. And I'm pretty much sure a lot of y'all with common sense probably look at your child, you see these children. And probably say to yourself, it could have been my child. But then again, you got common sense, that's a key word. You wouldn't even tell your child no shit like that. Go find the motherfucker. Get out of my fucking face. I don't care where y'all go. Just leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck out of my face. All right, Percolator. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you. I want y'all peep out some what I just saw right here just by scanning through it. I want y'all peep out some I just saw. It says right here, Tulsa police hunt for missing kids, 3 and 2, mother arrested. And it says police searching for 2 Oklahoma children who have been missing for days on Monday the 25th. Knocked on doors and stopped drivers at an apartment complex in Tulsa. Descended dive teams into nearby ponds. Police said 3-year-old Miracle Crook and 2-year-old Tony Crook of Tulsa were last seen Friday, May 22nd with their mother, who does not have custody of them. Their mother, who does not have custody of them. That's why she said that. Fuck them kids. I ain't got no kids. Because she does not have custody of them. Their aunt is their guardian. The mother, 24-year-old Denisha Willis, was arrested Friday night and is being held on bond in the Tulsa County Jail, according to jail records. She is charged with child neglect and assaulting police officer. Jail records do not list an attorney for Willis. Tulsa Police Chief Wendell Franklin said Willis was not forthcoming with investigators. Officers completed a grid search of the area Saturday, looking in trash cans and cars. Authorities have also used a dive team to search nearby bodies of water. Tulsa police did not immediately respond to a request for a comment Monday, but they did post updates on social media. Look at this. Just look at this. By themselves. Well, I'm pretty much sure she probably with them right here. This one they was in the grocery store. But still, according to the pictures, by themselves. No supervision, just by themselves. Here they go right here, by themselves. Now, I don't know if this motherfucker was trying to fight for custody of her children, but if you was trying to fight for custody of your children, you weren't doing a good job at all. But again, you told that lady, fuck them kids. I ain't got no kids. Fuck them. That's what you told them.
Hey, this is Lieutenant Muhlenberg with the Tulsa Police Department. We're out here at Shoreline Apartments today with our special response team. We're asking the citizens to please give us a little bit of latitude. We are doing a very meticulous search. What we're doing is we're knocking on every single door, looking at every single bush, and checking every car as they come and go from this complex. We're going to start here, and we're going to spread out a little bit further into the neighborhood. We're looking for any information at all that could help us find these two children. If you can help us, please call 918-596-9222. We're also still looking for any video surveillance that you might have in your home or business starting from Friday at about 9 o'clock in the morning throughout. If you have anything that looks suspicious or unusual or anything at all that can help us, please call us so we can investigate that immediately. Thank you so much, and let's bring these kids home.
The Tulsa police showing more concern for this child than they than she do. All right, guys, we're going to listen to it through a press conference. And then I'm going to end it right there.
Good afternoon. I'm Sheriff Chris Alley, Wagner County Sheriff's Office. I'd like to thank all the members of media for paying attention to this tragic story. Right now, we've got recovery operations, search and recovery operations going on inside Wagner County and some of the surrounding counties looking for this additional child that may be missing. Real briefly, about 7:43 p.m. last night, an off-duty Wagner County deputy, Deputy Matt Smith, was at Lock 17 when he observed what he believed to be a body float by in the water. Deputy Smith immediately notified the Wagner County Sheriff's Office Dispatch Center, and deputies were dispatched to the area along with Wagner County Emergency Management. Wagner County Emergency Management arrived on scene and started a search. Behind me I have Tulsa Police Department Chief Wendell Franklin and Wagner County Emergency Management Director Heath Underwood. We currently have operations going on inside of Tulsa County in the Bird Creek area. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Chief Wendell Franklin, let him brief you about the operations that are going on currently right now inside Tulsa County. Chief Franklin.
Thank you, Sheriff. I know this is potentially tragic. We still don't have information regarding the identity of the body pulled out of this body of water. So in Tulsa, we are continuing operations to search the Mingo Creek area, and those efforts continue. We have our Tulsa Fire Department partners, along with OHP and other agencies out assisting us with that effort. We are continuing to search that creek area, and we'll continue to do so for the next several days. So even though weather is inclement at this time, our operation will continue as long as we have daylight. And what we're trying to do is bring closure to this case, which does tend to lend itself to being a tragic case. So my heart goes out to the family. My prayers continue that you know, these two children are safe somewhere. But I know that based on some of the evidence seen, that we are more so looking at a recovery operation as opposed to any type of rescue or trying to find these two children on land somewhere. So that's the efforts that's ongoing in Tulsa, and I will turn this back over to Sheriff.
Thank you, Chief Franklin. As I mentioned earlier, we did recover a body of what we believe is a small child out of the area of the Three Rivers area, just slightly inside of Muskogee County. That recovery took place at about 8:47 p.m. last night. With me, I've got Wagner County Emergency Management Director Heath Underwood, who is the Director of Operations over that search and recovery. I'm going to turn the microphone over to him for him to explain to you the resources that we use to recover the body and the operation itself. Director Underwood.
Around 8 p.m. our boats and our swiftwater teams arrived on scene. We responded to Highway 16 bridge. That's when we confirmed that there was a body in there. Our teams shifted to the Three Forks Marina area. We launched our boats and started upstream to try to locate the victim. Muskogee County Emergency Management assisted in this search with us. We went upstream, located them at the mouth of the verdigris into the Arkansas. We secured the body at that time and waited on our directions on which way we wanted to go with the investigation side of that. We then brought the body back to the shoreline where the investigation started from there. Today, we have moved to the recovery side of a possible second victim. We have boats that are going to be working from Walking Dam 17 to 18. Those boats are going to be searching the shorelines. They're also going to be running sonars. So we're going to be continuing in that area right now, and then we may move on the other side of Walking Dam 18.
Currently, we've got over 13 different organizations involved in the search and recovery of this river. I would like to recognize each and every one of them. Of course, the Wagner County Sheriff's Office is involved with their patrol boat. Wagner County Emergency Management personnel are in the river currently searching, along with the Tulsa Police Department, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol Marine Division. Cherokee Nation Marshal Service has their boat personnel out searching. Fort Gibson Fire Department, Muskogee County Emergency Management, Muskogee County Sheriff's Office, OK Fire Department, Tulsa Fire Department, Army Corps of Engineers, Rogers County Sheriff's Office, the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife, Fish and Game, or game wardens are out in the boat searching the rivers now, and the Oklahoma Task Force. Wagner County and the surrounding communities here are very blessed and fortunate that we've got the resources to be able to come together with interagency cooperation when the community suffers a tragedy such as this. Our goals and objectives over the next several days is if there is a second body in this riverway, we're going to continue searching until we locate the body. or we're well assured that there's not a body in the river. So this is the first day of it. We've been out in the weather all morning long. We're going to continue on in the evening, and we're going to continue to try to locate the second body that we believe may be in the river. Tragic situation. Hearts and prayers goes out to the families of everybody that's been affected by this. Please pray for the emergency workers out here. It's a tough thing anytime that you have to extract a small deceased child out of a river. And so think about the people that are out right now protecting this community, trying to bring closure and resolve to this case. And we want to thank the members of the media for covering this. And we'll open it up to questions at this time. And depending on what question is asked as to who we will direct that question to, with the members of the command staff, Chief Franklin, and Director Underwood. So we'll entertain questions at this point.
So just to get kind of clear on this, you're still looking for 2 kids right now, correct? Just because this body's been found this morning does not mean the search for both children are still ongoing.
I'm gonna direct that to Chief Franklin. This case originated out of Tulsa County and the Tulsa Police Department. They're the lead investigative agency on this case, and so I'll direct that question to him.
The likelihood of another childlike body being removed from this waterway when we are missing 2 children, those likelihoods are not in the realm of possibility. So we don't know definitively that this is one of ours, but again, there's you know, we're still looking for another body, and we're going to wait on the medical examiner to tell us for certain whether or not this is one of the 2 children that we're.
Somebody asked, did they find the children yet? Well, the bodies haven't been identified yet, but people are believing that they are the children of Tony and Miracle. So 2 bodies have been found.
Searching for, and we'll let them make that determination for us, and that will allow us to proceed one direction or the other.
Chief, when you follow the drainage map, Mingo Creek, Bird Creek, into the verdigris, there's some parts of Bird Creek that are really deep wooded, especially east side of the airport.
What up, Brad? I see you, brother.
Deep wood areas, have you been able to?
Boy, that has presented some complexities for us. When we initially started our search and we knew that the possibility existed that they went into the Mingo Creek, we sent some Tulsa police officers on UTVs out to those areas, and they tried to navigate through there. It is very dense. It's a heavy, overgrown area, snake infested. You know, those are going to be an area of the body of water that we have to search using airboats.
Yeah, Parkland, 2 bodies have been recovered, but of course we gotta wait for the identification, which 9 times 10 it is them 2. It's them 2.
The Tulsa Police Department has a drone. We've used those drones in those areas, and of course we've used our helicopter to get into what areas that it can. The drone has proven a little bit more capable in those type of areas because it is densely, and our helicopter just can't drop that low. So we're using every tool that we have in our tool belt.
Chief, while I have you at the stand there, can you talk more about the mother's...
Hey, Brother Smooth, you want to
might have been a second
say something, bro? I'll call you in.
Tacked on today regarding child abuse and neglect for the mother, and any additional suspects that could be involved in this case?
Well, the investigation's ongoing, so I'm going to let detectives work this case and let detectives make a determination on what charges are going to be filed, if charges need to be amended, and if there are additional people that will need to be prosecuted as well. So our detectives are working closely with the Tulsa County DA's office, and I'm certain that they are collaborating to determine exactly the type of charges and just how far this goes.
I know y'all said let y'all do your jobs. We've obviously seen people walking the shorelines and things. What do you want to say to those who feel like maybe they do want to go walk the shoreline?
Well, I have said that let's let our experts do that job. We have a multitude of experts that are highly trained in recovery, are highly trained in navigating the water. I don't know if you've been out there, but if you look out there, that water is fast moving, and it doesn't take much to knock someone off their feet or them trip and fall into the river. So again, I would tell Tulsans that.
And I think that's exactly what happened. As soon as them babies went down there, they got curious. As soon as they stepped foot in that water, that shit took off. It took them off.
I know everyone wants to find these children. I know everyone wants to be involved, and everyone has that heart of servitude. But right now, I would love for the public to allow us to do that and defer to the experts in trying to navigate and make this recovery.
All right, hold on.
Are you guys possibly looking at if this is a homicide or just a
Again, there is nothing that is off the table at this point in time. We'll look at our criminal statutes and.
All right, say something, bro. Let's see if we can hear you.
1 2 1 2.
Hold on, let me turn you down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is DJ C Smooth, man, and I guess you got something you want to say, brother. So go ahead, man. You got the flow, man.
Yeah, before I start, just want to say hello to everybody. And unfortunately, we're living in some seriously bad times right now. Whether you're seeing police brutality or you're seeing more of our own dying by the hands of their parents or other siblings, or just strangers out of clear blue. The one thing I have to say, Lord, is that stay prayed up. Watch who's around your children and who's around your relatives, because we never know. And that Chris and I can talk until we're blue in the faces, or all of us can talk until we're blue about what should have been done, what can be done, and what didn't get done. But what we can glean off of this is that you just want to hug your kids a lot more. You want to tell them you love them a lot more. But most of all, you want to protect them a lot more because of things like this happening. There's some more kids that are not going to have the chance to be able to grow up, be able to go to school, be able to go to proms, be able to go to college, live a dream, get married, have their own. And they're so young. It breaks your heart to see things like this, but it just lets us know that we're living in what's called the end times, or as I always say, it's the sign of the times, as Prince said on one of his best albums. Because a lot of things are starting to take place that was predicted in the Holy Bible. Now, I'm not going to preach anything. I'm not even going to try to force anything on anyone tonight. All I am going to say is, love your kids, hug them a lot more, tell them you love them a lot more, because this can happen to any one of us right now. I don't want to see about it, I don't even want to hear about it, but at the same time, you always say, pray for the best, expect the worst. And I drop the mic.
Amen, brother. Hey, amen on there, man. Man, I don't even know what to say, man. I think I said everything I said, bro. So, man, I appreciate you calling in, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
All right, brother.
Good.
All right. That's my man, DJ C Smooth, calling in, guys. Let's get through the rest of this conference.
Make that determination on exactly what charges will ultimately come from this. Again, that's going to take us sitting down at the table with the district attorney and us looking at the case as a whole and making the appropriate charges.
Chief, what's your response to those in the public who are saying this could have been prevented, whether it's the care of the children, the supervision, or the area could have been safer, locked, the gate locked up? What's your response to that?
Well, I'll say what I said yesterday. There is no reason why a 3.5-year-old and a 2-year-old should be out playing by themselves, regardless of where they're at.
I said it at the beginning of the show.
Of the fact that there are two
I said it
bodies
in the beginning of the show.
right there. Even if there had been a gate at one end, they could have gotten in at another. Even though that end would have been secure, they could have gotten into the pond. So again, when you know that you live around those bodies of water, you gotta have that responsibility and be responsible as a parent.
Yep.
And
yep.
Not just that, but any parent, a kid in a neighborhood in the roadway. Again, that's the responsibility of the parent or caregiver to ensure that those children are safe. So,
say it, brother.
Just because there was no gate at that point, it's my understanding that the reason why some of those are built the way that they are is because there has to be access allowed, and those steps allow access for someone that has gone into that water. It provides them a way to get out, is what I've been told, the reason why that was built that way.
I know we've been told Mom's been uncooperative. Does she get the seriousness of the situation? Does she understand her children are missing? Does she care?
I can't answer that because I can't get into her head and say whether or not she does.
That's a good question, dude. Whoever asked that, that's a damn good question.
From the interviews and from our detectives, I don't think that any of that matters.
I'm not sure if this is a question for you, Chief or Sheriff, but what's it going to look like the rest of the day? Where will the biggest focus be moving forward this afternoon?
Well, I think you've seen how far this, potentially how far a body can travel in this water, especially with the rains that we've had. So we're going from Tulsa, and in Tulsa County, we're going to continue to focus our effort on the end that we have access to, and I'll let the sheriff comment on anything else.
To answer your question on that, what's the focus area of the search for this search and recovery? So basically, if you take the I-40 bridge on I-44, you follow that river north all the way up to Bird Creek. We have boats and crews deployed in every section of the river currently right now, conducting a search and recovery operation inside the river. How long will that go on? That is going to be dependent on resources. That's going to be dependent on weather and things of that nature. Director Underwood, it says that they're prepared to stay out for several days. The Wagner County Sheriff's Office is prepared to stay out for several days. We want to get this other baby. If it is in the river, we want to verify that it is in the river. Get that baby recovered out of the river. Put some closure to this and find out if that is in fact the child that we're looking for.
Are you able to use the Weber's Falls Lock and Dam as kind of, I don't know if a filter is the right word, but kind of your barrier as to where you stop and look through the debris? That seems like be your biggest, I don't know, obstacle holding back water is the Weber's Falls Lock and Dam.
Well,
does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense, but also what you have to realize, if this is the child that the Tulsa Police Department, or the children that the Tulsa Police Department are looking for, and this child entered the water in the area of 21st and Mingo, that means it went north up to Bird Creek, east into the Verdigris River, and south. It had to traverse at least 2 lock and dams and got past that. So it went, the body, if that's the case, if this is the same body, it had to go through 2 closed lock and dams with water flowing through it. So that's speculation, whether or not it can get through the Weber's Falls. I don't have an answer to that. I would be more than glad to let Director Underwood weigh into that because he's much more knowledgeable than I am.
goes to locking dams, all of them will flow water through. If they're flowing water, that anything can go through them. So at this time, they're flowing quite a bit of water because of all the rain we've had. So anything can go through them.
For anyone, I know a lot of people want to help with this. What sort of advice? How can I sign up to help? What can I do?
Right now, we're trying to use our trained, skilled workers in there because they're, the water is swift. If you're not trained in that, you don't have the proper equipment, then we can be going to recover somebody else. So we're trying to keep our trained people in these waters because the waters are moving pretty fast. So we're trying to keep the highly trained people in there with the proper equipment.
So stay inside. Maybe come out later.
Yes.
Can you talk about the process next in identifying this body that you did find? What the timeline is and
I would say that we're at the mercy of the medical examiner. The medical examiner will work to properly identify. We'll just wait.
you're able to say it's a young girl, are you able to identify the race?
No, I can't identify that, and again, if that was something that we could, then I would have told you, but no, we can't.
Anybody else?
I've got one more thing I'd like to add real quick. I'm sorry, Chief. Reference to, we've received many calls from people here in Wagner County that own boats. They're offering to come out and put into the river and help us do the search. We're going to strongly discourage you from doing that. The river is very treacherous right now. As Director Underwood said, we've got highly trained personnel with equipment out conducting swift water search and recovery operations right now. And we don't want to see somebody in this treacherous situation that does not have the proper training and equipment, because we're fearful that it's going to lead to another tragedy. So although we do greatly appreciate Wagner County citizens coming forward offering their services, we would encourage you to stay home and let the professionals handle this search and recovery.
All right.
Deputy Smith?
Yeah.
But that was a conference, people. But one of them, this right here got several conferences on it, but I'm just gonna end it with that. We get the gist of what's going on. 2 bodies have been found, and they are to believe these precious babies that've been missing. So I'll just be waiting on the update to say that it is them. I'll come back with an update on that. But again, just like Brother Smooth said, Chantel, hey baby, how you doing? But just like Brother Smooth said, man, the time is now. Where it's been the time, to love your children, man. You can't deal with children. You don't really just got a heart for children like that. Then don't have children, because you got a lot of people who have children for the wrong reasons, because some man got good hair, or because his skin color, because his eyes. You want to have his eyes. You want the child to have his hair. You're having the children for the wrong reasons, instead of having a child so you can leave a legacy behind, this shit is crazy. The reason people why people want to have children these days, it's ridiculous, and you hardly ever hear them say, when I have a child, I'm going to love them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but nope. You want to have a child with specs. Gotta have good hair. I want them to have those color eyes. I want them to have the color skin. Nah, man, that ain't the reason why you have children. That's not the reason. You're gonna have children for that reason, then you might well just pump your brakes, because we all don't get what we want, and a child can't help how they are born, just like we can't help how we was born. All right, we can't help it. Now be damn, I'm trying to get some plastic surgery, try to make me look good for any bitch. I ain't gonna do it. You don't like it, fuck it. So this is something that you and the man really wants. Just like marriage. It's got to be something that y'all really want. Not because you see everybody else that got married, you see how happy they are. You got to do it because you feel like this is what's best for y'all. And if both of y'all can come together and make it happen, y'all can agree on it, and I say go for it. But if one don't want it and the other one don't want it, don't force nobody to try to do it. Alright? You can't force nobody to do stuff that you want them to do if they not feeling comfortable with it. Because I promise you, whatever you're trying to gain out of it, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. And you can't force it to make it work. They're going to forever be unhappy. And that's man and woman. Because both of y'all not on the same page. Amen? Both of y'all not on the same page. You need to get with somebody that y'all are on the same page. The same page. That's the best right there. That's the best. You put specs on a woman. Men put specs on a woman. I want a very thick and long hair and all that. That's what you put specs on. But you don't put no specs on a child. So what you gonna do? Just keep on having children till you get that one child that you want? And what you gonna do? Ignore the rest of the children because the other children ain't got what you want? No. 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 Everybody need to be on the same page. And that's all there is to it. Guys, thank y'all so much for joining. This is a sad story, man. This shit hurts. It's crazy, man. It pierces my soul. Pierces my soul, man. And to actually hear that lady say that the mom said, fuck those kids. I ain't got no kids. Fuck them. They probably in the creek somewhere. Fuck them. And again, the dad can't do shit because he locked up. So these kids, Jesus Christ. To be honest, these kids, they have a chance in the world because when nobody there to love them. When nobody there. He locked up, he can't do shit. This bitch didn't give a damn about him. She didn't even have custody. So these kids that had not a chance in the world. And that was fucks with me the most. They never had a chance. And it's almost as if sooner or later this was going to happen. They was going to end up dying. Anyway. I don't know if the aunt gave them back or not. I don't know, but I don't know what's the history with this lady, but as a matter of fact, speaking of which, before I get out of here, I want to show y'all something. I'm glad you said that, Dog Paul. I want to show y'all something real quick. I'm glad you said that. Which one was it? Hold on.
I believe that they're now working to recover the...
I want to show y'all something real fast, real quick. No, that ain't the one. Hold on. That ain't the one. That ain't it either. This the one. Let me see if I can blow this up for y'all. I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see this comment right here. Look at this first comment right here. This person named Assault Rose said the mother has already been charged with neglect before. I think this is just the latest iteration of it. Those poor angels. She's been charged with neglect before, according to whoever this person is. She's been charged with neglect before. That's a damn shame. Wow. Wow. Now pause. So I guess you must know something about the story. Do me a favor. You got something that's saying something about that? Send it to me and I'll do an update. But other than that, guys, hey, I'm out, man. My heart can't take this no more. I can't believe, man. I can't do it. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all a little later. Peace. And get the thumbs up for your boy. Oh, Parker Lynn say you looked the wreck up. Hey, email me, Miss Parker. Email me that. Let me see that. Email me that, please. All right, y'all.